It's it's the misty outside in this morning, and it will be the whole day, and I will be inside my home. And tomorrow is going to be heavy rain also. But I hope you have a nice weather outside where you live. And I wanted to talk immediately, the first I do, about a vision dream I had in the early morning. I was going to sleep, and I have been up to the bathroom, and then I go back to bed. So it was about 7 o'clock in the morning. I got this message like that. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm going to tell you what was happened. That it was, of course, that I fall back to sleep for 1 hour like that, and in that sleep I saw a young man, and he was laying on the floor, and I was like locked in of him in a small room. I have to go over him where he laying on the floor to come out to be free. So I had, it's gonna be this that I am talking about. It's going to be that I will see where it lead me, if a spirit's coming through, and if I say this about spirit coming through, it will come. And I don't know if it's symbolic or what it was it wanted to tell me, but at least it can be that I have contact with a young man, and I hope you listen at this episode one day, today or another day, another year. But it is, it can be a message for you, but it can also be symbolic, and what's going to happen in the future. I don't know how to translate it, interpret the whole thing yet. And but he was laying on the floor, and it was really, really true, but in vision dream like that. And I was standing there, and I didn't know what to do, because when he was laying on the floor, he had a razor blade between his fingers, ready to cut me. And even if it's not going to be, I maybe not be killed, but I don't want to be had this razor blade in my legs. And when this man, he didn't say that, but I know he was full of drugs, and I know because I have been out there and I have faced these things in other ways. I have not had anyone laying on the floor with a razor blade, but it can go very quick. It's depend on what kind of drugs they have taken. But if they have a speed drugs, it's a spirit is coming now when I say speed. That it seems like it's touch me and say he was on speed. I don't know what it is. I have heard it about drugs. I will. I'm going to check it up after I have a recording what it is. But the spirit that is coming through very early here, he say he was full of speed, and that can affect the heart, and it can affect the vessels, so it can be a stroke in the brain, and so it seems like he have passed away. I don't know yet, really. But he was about between 20 and 25 years old. So he was in fitness if he could, he wanted to harm me. And I was standing there and I didn't know what to do. And he say to me that he should not scratch me with a razor blade. He say you can pass by me. He say but he hold the razor blade ready to harm me, and it's not to rely on when they are full of drugs. That I know. I have not done any drugs by myself, but I have been with people that have taken drugs, and it can go so very quick. They turn around and harm you, do bad things. So it's nothing to rely on. You can't trust someone that have taken drugs. So you have the spirit is touching me now in what I'm going to tell you. It's some kind of message also, that you have to stay awake, be careful, and knowing these things can turn around to be very bad. So it's on you to be ready that everything can turn around from a calm person to one that want to kill you. So that's why you should not be with this kind of people, because you can't trust them. But he said that to me, you can pass by, I'm not going to hurt you. He said to me, and he looked okay to me, but that he had this weapon to hurt me. And then it's not only the razor blade, it's that he was young. He could easily come up and kill me in other ways, not only the razor blade. But it also that it's a message for someone that I'm thinking to cut yourself with a razor blade. This was a man, a male, a young boy that was laying on the floor in front of me in a small room. And it is this spirit is talking to you as a woman. He say that you think that you want to help people with a drug problem, and you feel sorry for them, and but you need to call a professional person. You can't pick it up on your own. So the spirit give you a warning here to stay away from these people, because it's I am not in drugs, but I have been a teacher for those that have taken drugs, and I have been with people that talking about these things because they do drugs. And so I say this without knowing it, because the spirit is here with me. He's coming into me now. I still have from the flu. I have to clean the throat, and it'll be worse when he come into my body now. I don't know what it means. It maybe means that someone have died of in the lungs, or COVID, or it's a man. The spirit is a man in about 40 years of age, like that, a little older than the young man on the floor. So he is saying this, the spirit that come into my body. He's saying he was recently, he was passed away. So in the same way he want to talk to you and say hi to his relatives that listen. But I don't know when they listen. But he say that he want to tell you that he is fine. And he is I describe him for you, so you know who it is. He say something, his name was on earth, something with L, Liser. It's Swedish name is the closest I can come is Lasse, but it can be another name that you have in your country. But it's like a lion, L. And he is, some people can call him fat. He is a little big man. He's big man. But he's powerful. Some people should say he's powerful. Some people should say he's fat. He's between these, to be slim and fat. And he have like working clothes. Now he's showing me, because he wants you to know it's him. He have like working clothes on, but that he can go out in the city with. he is like taking care of animals or like that on the farm, like that. He have brown gray pants, and over him on the upside is this, that it doesn't matter if it's go dirty like that, you can have it. It doesn't matter. It's a cheap thing. So he is an ordinary, hard-working man, and so that's why his body look like this, between be in fitness and be fat. It's depend on the one that look at him. And he have also, like this man on the floor, he have a short hair. He's very nice cut. I think he have had a bald. He was bald on his head, but it have growing out a little. So is this man also that is in the spirit that is talking, and he have like a hat on his head, this working man, but he took it away and hold it in his hand because he bowed down for me, because he wanted to show me that he was a working man, and he know who I am under God and under heaven. And I think you understand who he is. He is not very tall. He's ordinary like that, but I think you, because the spirit from him, the spirit that he have inside him, it touch you, so you know who I'm talking about. He have recently passed away, and it was about something that have with the lungs, coughing to do, like I had for a long time after I come back from Jerusalem, that sickness, but he passed away. And he's showing me those, he have this working, not shoes, is this plastic or gum that you have when you're walking in dirt up to the knees. He's showing me that. And he's saying this, that have passed away. He's saying, it seems like he's from Romania or Czechoslovakia. It's not the name of the country. Slovakia, Bulgaria, these countries in the central of Europe, East Europe. I think he make fun of it, but it can be close to his name he had. He say Lazarus. So I think maybe not the name. He is talking about to wake up from the death. So this is what's going on in the morning, and you that are on your way to cut yourself with a razor blade that is hurt too, because you want to feel the same as as you had as a child and this abuse that you were in, that the cut, I know that cut in your skin make you to feel pain, but that is the pain inside your soul. That's emotional. The soul is emotional thing, and that it's what you want to feel again, and you think it's gonna hurt you, it's gonna heal you if I cut you in that way. And now someone is saying that also those that do tattoos have this kind of, that they want to feel again the pain. Some of you, it's not all, but they are saying that tattoo can also be in that way, because it's painful to do a tattoo, and also to have that picture of those that have hurt you, have you make to be tattoo. And this kind of things doesn't heal you. It can heal you for a short time, but it never lasts. The thing that lasts is your mindset, to recover your mindset, to heal your mindset, because you are thinking wrong. You have to go back to that time to be healed. You need to go back to that time when you get this hurt that you want to repeat the whole time by doing tattoos on you or scratch you with a razor blade. You have to go back and see what, because you are older now, so you can understand it better about, and not look at yourself what you did and what you could have, what you did wrong like that. You should not look at yourself negative in that way. You need to know the story of those that have hurt you. It's not on you, it's on them. Why did they hurt you? Why did they do much harm in many ways, rape you or mentally abuse you? You have to go back and see things not on yourself, but look at why did they do this to me, and maybe if you can do that, talk to them. But most people is going to deny it and say that's in your mind, that is something you have placed there, that is your own thinking. We didn't do that. I didn't do that. They are going to deny many of them, but some can maybe give you a clue, because sometimes they say a little truth in the denial. So you are older now and you can face it better, and not say that it was me that did wrong things, that's why they hurt me. You have to see their side. Why did they do this? and you find out very much by asking what did they do, not what you did. This spirit say he put in the words to me, and he say that you are only a child. It was not your fault. You didn't know better when you did something that make them angry and they hurt you, and they going on and hurt you, and you have to take care of it and not be like that. This is the spirit saying. It's I don't know how to say it in English, but you should not be their arm, their fist, their words to hurt you more by cut you or doing drugs, drinking, these kind of things. You should not make it worse by hurt yourself. You need to face in that time when it started, this abuse, verbal abuse or physical abuse. You have to face where did it started. It's I still not know if he's alive. But the spirit is very touching me now, and he is saying, he answered me. He said that you are tired to hurt yourself. He said that you have listened at my podcast, and you have started to use your spirits that is with you. All people have spirits with them, but they don't communicate with them. But you have started to communicate because you have started to understand what I'm talking about in my podcast. So that is what the spirit is saying. So this man that is not belonging to me, he belonged to you, is a relative that is talking to you about your life. And he see that you are so tired to hurt yourself. And you have thinking many times to make a suicide. That's why he's coming. And he said that stop thinking that. You need to start to heal your mindset, your brain, in how you're thinking. Those negative is from the devil, it's from the enemies. And you need to go to the light. Physical, not in the spirit. In the spirit in some way also, but not make a suicide. You have to stay here on earth because he's telling you that there is children waiting for you here on earth, not in heaven. It's children here. I am not. First it was like you are going to have a family and with children, and you can't stop that because that's your promise to get. And you should not listen at the devil. What he is telling, he tell you lie, he tell you negative things, and this man that is coming, that is your spirit, your guardian angel in his clothes, but he's showing how he looked like on earth. And he is telling you, suicide is not the answer of it. The answer is to go back to face what caused this traumatic experience you have had in your life, that he's telling you. He is on me so much. I'm going to let him spread the healing into your mindset. He say he's on his way to clean your brain from negative things. So he's on me a little more, but it's going down now, so I can talk. And it's about this that I have talked in two episodes about this with the balloons, and now they start to put a lid on it. The governments, they don't want the newspaper, the news, to talk about it anymore. They have stopped it. But that doesn't mean that it's going away. It's only that they hide it. So it's still there. But the newspaper and the news, they have been forbidden to talk about it. Certainly it stopped today. And what I'm talking about in those two other chapters is still there. It's going on, but it's hidden. I think I say that in the chapter, that the governments are going to hide it because they don't want the panic to take place. And it started to be more interest of UFO, and they don't want that. They want people to live their ordinary life and not be scared and go panic to kill other people in that way of panic. So it's you heard that he went out from me, that spirit. So I thank you for talking about this. And I did forget, I think it was something more I should say, but this about this warning was most important anyway. So I stop here, and I have to write it up on the paper if it's going to be a reminder what more I should talk about. But this was very important for not only one, for many lives. So for many people. So thank you for listening and follow me. You know we love you, not only in heaven and God, I love you too. That's why I do this podcast, and that's why I obey what I hear from heaven and God to bring it to you, so you can understand what's going on, the real, not those lies, the real things going on. And I'm not frightened to tell you the truth, because I have, like I have said before, that I have lived 22 years more than what I should have done, because I was on my way to do a suicide in year 2000 when God come and talked to me. I didn't know him. I'm talking about you don't know God. I didn't know God either. I was 48 years old. I have not been into God or heaven, and I was on my way to do a suicide, and then this higher priest come first, and I saw him in my home, and then when he was going away, God come and talked to me, but God I didn't see. I only heard his voice in the room. So that can happen to you also. You think that, oh, God will never talk to me. And now when I say these things, it's a spirit coming again. Someone else from the other one that come here. And and he is saying, you are not God, so you don't know what's going on in the other worlds, the other dimensions. You don't know what we see and hear, so you can't tell that God never will come to you. And maybe not God is coming to you, but we in heaven will come and talk to you. So the devil have told the world to not listen to what they hear in the air. They say that is demons, it's the creature that is from hell that is talking to you. And that is only because the devil wants to close your ears from hearing from us. And you need to take that away and listen to us. And he is telling you, this spirit is telling you that you should say that to the one that you hear, voices in the air. He's saying that you are going to tell those voices that you should say, I hear you. That's what he tell you to say. I hear you. Talk to me. And that is nothing that have negative in it. If you hear many voices or one voice that talking negative to you, that is not God. That's not from heaven. That's from hell. So you should know the difference, because in heaven they never kill. They heal. They are coming here to help you, to place a warning and help you. And those from hell, they are talking negative. They want you to go and kill someone, for example, or to be mean to someone, to do more drugs, do more cut on your skin. This is the devil that is talking to you. If you hear this kind of talking, they from heaven, they don't say negative. They only to teach you. They can say something that you feel like it's negative, and they can make a warning for you that you can feel like a negative, but they are not going to tell you to do a mess for other people. They talking about to love everyone that you see, and love is not sex, and love, what they're talking about, is to accept people. You don't need to go and hug them. It's only to accept them. And a family member can be like a stranger for you, but you talking to them like you meet a stranger on the street, and you talk a little cold talking, and that you can do to your family members that have hurt you very much. That's what they are talking about. To love each other is to not ignore, to turn away from people when they need you, need to talk to you. So that's what they are talking about. No, they don't talk drastic action of negative things. They never do that. So thank you for listening, and God bless you. We love you.